Hi, do you like a travel? I guess nobody say no. But what type of the travel do you prefer? Do you like spend your holidays in some 5-star, all-inclusive hotel somewhere in Maldives? Or maybe you prefer take difficult and dangerous trip to motion? Or maybe wait, another way. You take your car and drive miles and miles to sunset and wake up every morning in different place with different view and enjoy this life. I personally prefer last options. But you know what? I wanna do this with comfort. That's why I build caravans. And today I gonna tell you which technology we have, and we will find how different technology affect a final price and your comfort. Actually, you know, I don't wanna make you boring. All this technical stuff too complicated. I'll try to make it more easy and give you more fun. Let's start with most useful materials. As to build something, we should have some materials. Yeah? To build the caravans, we should start from frame. For frame, usually use a wooden square beam and boards, aluminum beam, or fiberglass profile. It's new modern way. For outside finishing, more factory use aluminum or fiberglass. In homemade caravans, people use everything. No, really everything. What possible found in the market, people using. But this story, we leave it for the next time. Each material has its own supporter. If you will try to find the answer, you will meet a lot of experts who will push it to his side. Someone thinking aluminum is the best material in the world. Other side, similar, but for fiberglass. I don't want to initiate this polemic. It's long way. I'll gonna give you some information, and the final conclusion you will do by yourself which material better for you. Okay, why aluminum? To understand it, we should go back in past, in the time when RV industry just began. We in 50s, after Second World War finish and the economic start grow like flowers in the desert after rain, people got extra money and time, not just for the basic living requirements. And in that time, modern RV industry takes start. Producers just look around, and what they found? Tons of aluminum, which previously used for military aircraft industry. If we look at caravans from that times, we will see similar design to airplanes, but with wheels. Caravans become very popular, not only for travel purpose, but for living as well. Have you seen these trailer parks in American movies? I'm sure you saw. More and more producers coming to the market, and competition, it's pushed to find a way by reducing the price. And solution was found. They start use less thickness of aluminum and give it relief form like wave, which give it more durability for this material. I will show you how it works in practice. I will take cardboard and paper.
So, we take cardboard, like thick aluminum, and pencil stay, enough strong. Now, we take paper for printer, like less thickness aluminum. Couldn't put my pen, what I need to do? But, if we will make waveform, same paper become more strong, like cardboard.
With this technology, assembling goings more faster, and we save a lot of times, which mean less space and people needed. As a result, the price fall down, and more cheap caravans came to the market. With more stable logistic links between the countries, they start to deliver these caravans all around the world. Do you know how aluminum sheets connected between each other?
Easy, just weld and go.
But you know, the most companies don't use welding to connect sheets. They use particular hanging system to connect aluminum sheets between each other. In this case, they have a benefit of avoiding any possible cracking on the wall, which could happen from huge vibration while driving. Now you understand why American caravans look this way and why panels do not connect by weld. Okay, I think enough aluminum. What else we have? Fiberglass. It's new page of technical progress in the caravan industry. Producers start to use the fiberglass as alternative to aluminum in the 90s, and these materials provided a lot of benefits to the industry. First of all, you're able to receive the sheets in any sizes, and joining can become more faster and much flexible. A second important benefit, it's easy to repair. Almost in any workshop guys do for you. Plus, smooth surface look more modern. Of course, you might think about the issue which you as a customer may face when purchase the caravan with fiberglass finishing, delamination. But relax, nothing to worry about. Delamination could happen only if clumsy workers don't connect fiberglass sheets to the frame on proper way. Most of companies do it on the right way. So now we smoothly come back to frame. What the market could proposal in this subject? Oh, not a lot, to be honest. There are two options actually: wood or aluminium, cheap or expensive. Yes, again aluminium, boring industry, a lot of aluminium. Wooden frame had been used from prehistoric times when first settlers eat buffalo, and nothing changed. A lot of cheap American caravans still use wood. Why? Interesting question. There are two theories about it. First says wooden frame came from the airplane industry on 50s together with aluminium. Yes, right. Before, the aircraft industry used the lightweight wood for the frame as well. Second theory says that wooden frame came from the wooden houses, which still use it in some countries. As for me, the first theory I accepted. Why reinvent the well if same principle could be just simply transferred from one industry to other, especially if the price is cheap? Wood is good materials for production, as some types of wood very light and extremely durable, but not for customers who would like use caravans for long time. In the result, the caravan looking perfectly great from outside, but after a short exploitation, the frame start to rot from the inside. And in that case, some companies start proposal aluminum frame. Of course, with much higher price, with same design, same exterior, same interior, but expensively. The assembling for wood and aluminum frame is almost equal. Factories use drills, screws, bolts for connect walls, floor and roof between each other. And same technology have been used in 50s, 70s, 90s and today. Still, some companies use it. Well, should we have somebody like Elon Musk for our industry? For example, everybody know Forest River Caravans. It's very famous company. Oh, you don't know this company? But I'm sure you know some other names like Coachman, Palomino, Dynamax. Forest River has a lot of brands, and when you think you have choice, you choose product from one company. They use wooden frame, aluminum and fiberglass for outside finishing. There are few options with aluminum frame as well, but price, you know. Or have another company, Lance. These caravans look great and use it aluminum frame. And again, price. Sometimes I think this price can kill. Finally! We finished it with this old school, guys. Really, it's boring. It's boring! Now it's good time for us to take sweetie dessert. Let's look for guys who use it more modern way, no frame technology. You're asking how it's possible without frame? I give it to you small spoiler. This technology based on composite materials. The load distributed along the full body evenly. There are two most useful technologies. First one came from the boat construction industry. In this way, caravan body made from one or two parts which prefabricated previously in mall, like CBOT, and easily assembling with epoxy resin or polymer. Let's call glue. This will be more easy. No need to say how much it costs. Price move to Mars. Oh, but you know what? I have some good news for you guys. There is one more technology which way more cheap. Are you intrigued by? Let me show you something. With this material, it will be easy, like IKEA or Lego. Same fiberglass body, same strong, but less price, and just use FRP, where durability is achieved by 2 layers of fiberglass and connector made it from fiberglass, which give it to you protection and strong constructions. Definitely, the best benefits from technology without frame is the caravan could be used in any weather and climate conditions. We call it 4-season caravans. These caravans don't scare the high humidity like in GCC on summer, because all insulation done without gap. Boxes from composite materials are much more ergonomic, as it works by the same principle as your thermal cup for coffee. Doesn't matter how cold or hot outside, just make your perfect temperature and enjoy your stay. The box will keep it for you a very long time, and you spend way too less energy to control it. I think now you understand how different materials affect of the final price and which benefits it have. In the end of day, I would like to show you some more companies who make the caravans by modern way without frame. Let's have a look for these guys. Northern Light. This company built campers from 2 parts and joined it in the middle. And in this case, maybe possible use these campers like boat, but price not cheap. What about RV industry superstar, Earth Rammer? They use carbon with vacuum infusion for the body, and price start from $500,000 Have similar guys, but cheaper. Truck House. Look to it. And finally, we talk about fiberglass sandwich panel, which I showing to you previously. Such companies as Global Expedition Vehicles from USA. These guys use sandwich panel and aluminum angle for protect corner. Or have other guys, Total Composite from Canada. Sandwich panel with fiberglass profile. Actually, same views here in Rock and Sand Campers, UAE. Well, I am done for today. I hope you enjoy my story. If yes, please subscribe and see you next time. Bye.